Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother Wit Wisdom, and this is the card portion of today's transmissions or revelations, downloads, sharings, whatever you want to call it. Beloved, I don't have the word for it. It just is what it is right now, and I'm learning to just go with the flow of that. Excuse me for fidgeting. Let me stop. Okay. Let me stop. Grounding. Sorry. Um, Jumping back in. Jumping back in a rehatch of um Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and understanding as I was writing Goldilocks in the description in the other video prior to this one, um, they were laughing at me because I had connected so much, but there's another part that I had missed, which was the most, one of the most simplest, but which had some of the deepest symbiology in it, I guess you could say. And that was the name of the story, Goldilocks, Golden Locks. And understanding that the narrative that I'm discussing is that of the most ancient of Isis, Osiris, and Horus. And before that, it was what it was as well. I'll just say that because I don't want to freak too many people out, so I'll stay with what you know, um, so to speak. um, Goldilocks. Understanding what gold symbolizes, understanding the alchemical value placed upon it, understanding the numerical values of it, and um, what it symbolizes, what it has always symbolized, understanding that it is a mineral of the earth. It is a result of something else mixing together, blending together to become its purest self. Okay? Locks, L-O-C-S, L-O-C-K-S, and understanding the connection to the Nazarite, to Samson and his locks, to dreadlocks, to the way the hair was for holy men, and what that hair represented. Hair is what? A woman's glory. So unshorn hair on a man was what? He was reflecting the glory of the mama. Lionesses give birth to lions. They revere her because she is strength, and they know where their strength is founded. And they know to tap into that strength, they need to tap into her. And when they tap into her, baby, that's the connection. That's saying, Mama, you was right. Mama, I surrender. Mama, fix it for me, please. Help me fix it. Make it right. And Mama come in and she do her dance. She do the funky chicken and the watusi and the mashed potatoes, baby. And everybody sit down at that table and eat. And be satisfied for a good long time. I'm going to go into the readings now, beloveds, with that. And I am going to start with I'm being told to start with Medicine Woman. So I'm going to start with Medicine Woman. I'm going to pull, well, I ain't going to say whatever Mama give me is what it is. And I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to just let it ring.
Call from WI.
Yeah, just going to let that ring. So just don't pay it any attention because it's not happening in my world. Is it happening in yours? I'm using my eyes not to listen to it, okay? So there we go. It's not seen, it's not heard. It does not exist. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? There is nothing going on. There is no phone ringing that is in your mind. Okay, we have the card. And it is a 4 of stones. 4 of stones. And I will show it to you. Let me just get me a drink of my coffee. Okay. 4 of stones. And I believe the stones are the swords in this one. So let's get to it. Sorry, my mind was taking me somewhere else, and I had to pull it back. 4 of stones. Okay. 152, which is an 8, beloveds. 152. Here we go. 4 of stones. Basic survival. Prayer in the beginning. There are many challenges. The pattern of my design is untested. My product is not yet perfected. I am tempted to give up. Instead, I hold on tightly to the first vision that inspired me to begin. I keep my money in check, not spending too freely, holding the reins. I keep waste to a minimum, finding uses for what I thought would be thrown away. And I continue to build, to mold and shape until I am pleased with my results. Then I shall give it all in a spirit of goodwill. How fitting is that? How fitting is that to the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? 4 of Stones is about basic survival, it says. What was Goldilocks doing in that forest? Basic survival. She was hungry. She was looking for the basics, a roof over her head, something to eat, something to drink, place to rest her head. Basic survival. This is the lesson of this card. New ventures are risky. Make a list of the 3 objects you cannot live without. Make sure you have them. If you cannot acquire these free and clear within 1 week's time, your list may be too technologically complex. Simplify. This is basic survival. Food, clothing, shelter. It may be housing at mom's, or a leaf hut in the woods, or finding the house that is within your means. It might mean a supply of grains, learning to fast, or just learning to cook for yourself. It may mean a good warm jacket or postponing a fashion splurge. People are at different levels in maintaining a sense of physical security and comfort. Beloveds, listen to what Spirit is telling you about your money, okay? Listen. Everything is in alignment. This is not coincidence. This is not just some blah, la, 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 la. Okay? This is from Spirit. Spirit is telling you right now, focus on your basic survival. Focus on the things that are most necessary. Self-discipline and self-mastery on what is most necessary in this now moment is what you're being told to focus on and concentrate on. Arrange every, wait a minute, okay. People are at different levels in maintaining a sense of physical security and comfort. So don't be judging what nobody else is making themselves comfortable with, okay? That's not your business. Worry about you. Assess where you are. Arrange everything so that you can, within 1 week's budget and time limitations, set up a simple life you could fall back on if you lost everything. I hope y'all paying attention. Now, having that accomplished, you are ready to risk everything else while you put your new plan into operation. You can proceed worry-free, since you know no matter what happens, you will not be left out in the cold. This gives your consciousness the open door it needs to move into your new reality. You have the edge of confidence because you have already provided for your own well-being. How have you done that, beloved? In setting the foundation to know yourself, knowing your ability to manifest, knowing that you are not alone and that you can call on help by asking, by praying, by reaching out, and by reconnecting. If you are already materially fortunate, this period may be calling on you just to budget wisely. Know what possessions are truly important for your sense of well-being and keep the account that pays for them steady. When everything else you have, with everything else you have, energize your plan. This sense of security will free your mind for its creative pursuits. So, beloveds, what we are being told with this card is to stop worrying about your finances. Stop worrying. Trim off the excess. Get it down to the basics. Okay? We're transitioning. We're getting ready to transition with this shift, with this paradigm shift, with this aeon transfer. Where we're headed, we are going to need to focus on just the basics. All that fluff and stuff, if that is not in your natural comfort zone, if it's not a necessity for who you are as a being, learn to let it go. Okay, learn to make do. Learn that we're getting ready to transition, and everything is not going to be able to go with you moving forward. Okay, we're building a new earth, which means you don't take everything with you. You have faith that what you need beyond your basic is going to be there for you. That's what this is about. That's what this card is about, this Four of Stones. Okay, beloveds, did I show the card? Probably not. Basics. And again, you see the handwork in there. And you see, to me, the beading. And it's simple, it's elegant, it's functional, it's practical, it's beautiful. And if left behind, everything that she has can be redone, can be replaced. She knows that. She knows that just like she put them together with her hands, she can put them. She'll find what she needs and put it together again for her house. That's who she is. Four of Stones, beloveds. Four of Stones. Basic survival. A woman knows. A woman knows how important her basic survival is and what that is all about. The next deck that we're going to get into right now is the Animal Messengers. Um, Animal Messages from your Animal Spirit Guide. These are Oracle cards, and it's by Stephen D. Farmer. And we're just going to pull one from here as well, beloveds. I don't want this to be very, very too long because we've got, sorry, a lot fell, a lot to start doing, start harvesting. Harvesting work is getting everything together, and this is, gathering the seeds that have grown and that's going to feed you through the winter time. And you're being told to look at what you need with your basic survival, and to trim off this Roadrunner card. We just had that, but she is coming again. So let me just pull, since one didn't come. Penguin. Um, let's see what Penguin says. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Penguin. Penguin. Let's see what Stephen D. Farmer has to say about Penguin. 89, which is 17, which is also an 8. So 8, 8. There we go. Okay, here we go. Sorry. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. You've endured hardships in your life, sometimes gracefully, sometimes awkwardly. Yet, they've taught you life lessons that have been invaluable in forming the person you are today. These experiences have influenced the kind of personality and character you possess. However, the path you've taken has ultimately been influenced by the choices you've made in response to those experiences. And again, beloveds, those experiences are how you perceive them, how you see them. If you see them with the wounded child's eyes through their sight, that's what you focus in on, the wounding, the hurt, the pain. Or if you see it from a more spiritually mature, soulful sight, you start looking for the lessons in that. What are the soul lessons in that? Okay, I endured it. I suffered it. I experienced it. What is the lesson? What is the lesson that my highest self is teaching me? Because nothing happens to me that I do not agree to. What is the lesson? What do I need in this now moment? What do I need to understand about myself so that I can see with sight beyond sight everything else, and how to connect what I need to see so that I can manifest whatever I manifest is going to be of the highest vibration. I'm not trying to manifest low vibrating energy or things because I'm not doing something at a selfish level. I'm not doing this for me. So I'm the best, I'm the prettiest, I'm the richest, I'm the blah, 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 blah. I'm doing this to make the world better. I'm doing this to make the energy better for everybody. I'm doing this for my grandbabies, for your grandbabies, for just 7 generations forward. Ain't nothing selfish about this, okay? They're saying, Valerie, this is basic survival. They're a hot mess, okay? They're a hot mess. They just can't let you be right either, okay? I don't know where they come from. I don't act like that. They just a hot mess. Okay, Penguin. This is especially true with your most recent cycle, one that has presented many challenges that you've dealt with successfully. That period of travail is passing, and whether or not you're aware of it, it has contributed significantly to your spiritual growth. Oh, really? I think I'm aware. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Getting knocked on your ass and having to kill a part of your little martyr cells. Look, you ain't gonna be no martyr no more. Wow. Yeah, I know. I think I know now. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. I, I, I think I don't want that lesson again, Mama. You right. You right. Ooh, Mama, you so right. I ain't never got to go through that again. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm gonna listen. Emerging from this period, you'll still be faced with a few challenges. I can handle a few, but you'll readily face them with the courage and inner strength you've mustered during this period of struggle. Oh, hell yeah, I know who the hell I am without a doubt now, baby. I know what I'm working with. Come on, Cletus. Uh, that's not being very mature, so I can't be up here challenging Cletus because Cletus will get affected and triggered, and then I'll have to deal with triggering Cletus because I will have sown that seed in Cletus. And I can't say get mad at Cletus for being Cletus when I sowed the seed in Cletus. Okay? That triggered Cletus to be Cletus. Okay? And whether I did it consciously or unconsciously, hmm, that all comes down to knowing yourself and knowing what your connection is with Cletus and knowing why you need to mess with Cletus in the first place. Okay? What satisfaction do you get from poking Cletus? Hmm? Is that your little girl way of saying, Cletus, I like you. Do you like me? I'm gonna let you know who I am. I'm about to let you know. I'm about to get on your damn nerves, Cletus. And you either gonna love me or you gonna hate me, but you gonna know who I am one way or the other. hmm Okay. I'm okay, reining it in, reining it in, reining it in, focusing. They on the road this morning, y'all. They on the road. And it's storming too, like I said. New moon energies and all this other stuff being figured out, and now they got me dealing with Goldilocks and the Three Bears and school is in session. That's all I can say. You discovered resources that you never knew you had, and these will serve you well for the rest of your life. Your faith in life's unfoldment. Stranger than fiction, I didn't write this. It said unfoldment. Watch me unfold, watch me unfold. Whew. Okay, serious. Coffee, 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 ground coffee. And the sun is coming out. Life's unfoldment and your greater awareness of your soul's destiny. Destiny. Hmm. Destiny. Karma and destiny. Fate. Hmm. Mm-hmm. You've discovered resources that you never knew you had. And these will serve you well for the rest of your life. Your faith in life's unfoldment and your greater awareness of your soul's destiny will help you deal with anything that comes your way with self confidence, grace, and fluidity. Making conscious and deliberate choices now becomes top priority as these have the potential to dramatically alter your life. Associations with the penguin, black and white. Symbolism, the images, what we see, the images. Associations, determination, focus, endurance, self confidence, 2550. Respect, gracefulness, agility, fluidity, etiquette, clarity, awareness, willingness, sturdiness, intention are all to do with penguin. Okay, let's move on and we will get 3 from the Abraham Hicks vortex. Okay, y'all just dropping all out. Okay, I had to check because they 2 just dropped out before I. Okay, there go the 3rd one, and we just had that one. Okay, I will get to them as they came out. 55, a 50, being the number 5. Okay, number 5 is the number of humanity and expansion, and you multiply it to get to 20, and those are our gifts. Okay, by my attention to things, I am making choices. Oh my God, beloved. I'm going to tell you just like they told me when I looked at this card. First, I'll show it to you. When I looked at this card, I was told, look at the hands. What have I been talking about the energy and what I've been teaching my grandkids and everything, being aware of your abilities and the energy that's within you, biochemically, biodynamically, just that's you. That's your abilities, that who you are scientifically, not just this spiritual, but in a way that if you're not spiritual, you're more on that scientific, you can still grasp exactly what is coming to you um, through the science of it. And for those of you who can't grasp the science of it, grasp the spirituality of it, okay? What people do not understand is that you do not choose something by looking at it. What people do not understand is that you do not choose something by looking at it and shouting, yes, I would like some of that. You make your choices by your attention to things in this universe that is based on attraction. When you look at an unwanted thing, your attention to it causes an activation of the vibration within you. How many of these card readings has this subject come up, beloveds? This one subject about attracting what you don't want, focusing on and giving your energy to what you don't want. That is because that is so ingrained in us that we really have to start being very mindful of it, and we have to snatch ourselves back with that crook and flail every time we redirect ourselves there. We have to master ourselves and redirect ourselves. Nope, nope, this is the route. We got to be the GPS system and not listen to whoever that is in that little box all the time telling us, no, you go this way. Nah, baby, mm-mm. No, I ain't going that way. Mm-mm. My instincts and everything else go this way, Valerie. But the GPS lady said, go. I don't give a good googly goo what she said, okay? Mama said, go this way. I'm going this way. I'm spirit led. I'm not Valerie led. And I'm not GPS lady led. I'm spirit led. Let your word be your bond. If you're going to allow spirit to lead you, then you got to learn how to follow. And one of my lessons has been, Valerie, you just can't follow what appeals to you in your little butterfly fashion, okay? Ooh, pretty colors. You got to listen to all of it, okay? You got to listen to even the parts that you don't want to listen to, even the ugly, you know. Why you gotta make me feel bad about myself? Like, because it's the truth. And you need to see it for the truth. That was immature. You're going to be immature. You're growing. You're expanding. Okay? And you never finish. You never finish. That's why you have a sense of humor. That's what the humor comes from. Okay? And if you can't laugh at yourself, that's where dark humor comes from, laughing at yourself. You know, being able to say, wow, why did I do that? And then realize, you know what? My mama told me I'm God. I'm about to change that. I'm about to grow up. I'm about to mature. I'm about to fix that because I can now. I can now. So it's on and popping now, baby. It's on and popping like hot butter popcorn. Just let you know. Law of activation. That's what I'm working with. Law of attraction. That's what I'm working with. In this universe that is based on attraction, when you look at an unwanted thing, your attention to it causes an activation of the vibration within you, and then the law of attraction brings more like it into your experience. Red phone ringing, baby. Red phone ringing. Not, do not entertain what you do not want. Do not focus on that. Focus on what you want. Focus on what it looked like, what it's going to feel like, what you're going to be like in that moment when you get there, how satisfying it's going to be to you on whatever levels that it is for you. But that's what you need to focus on because that's everything. That's key. So train your sight beyond sight to only see what it wants. Only see what it wants. And when it wants to look, turn your head back around here. Like, crook and flail, baby. Crook and flail. Use it on yourself. When your attention wanders, pull it back. This is for you. This is your basic survival skills and training. And it's coming to you at the time where it's aligned with Jubilee. So it ain't no joke, baby. And I hope you're open and I hope you're receiving it as it's meant for you. And I hope you add your energy to it and know how to anchor it and expand with it. Because it's for us. Earth is Pride Rock, baby. It's time to be proud again. That's what it's time for. That was that card, beloved. Let's move forward with the next one. 3550. And this card is 34, which is a 7. And it says, inspired action is always pleasurable action. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to give it to you like they gave it to me. Okay. And I hope you can see it. This is sexual union. This is sexual bliss. This is the integration of mind, body, and spirit. This is the essence of pleasure. And I hope you can see it. I hope you can see that there are actually 3, okay? And it's very beautiful to me. It's very beautiful to me. Like I said, let me read it to you and then you'll be able to get it. Ah, Mama is a hot mess, okay? She is a hot mess. The dominance of your thoughts is what brings everything to you and is what is behind the action that you offer. Sorry, that just tickled the hell out of me. And I'm gonna read it again, okay? Why? Because I'm an alpha and it just tickled the hell out of me. So deal with it. The dominance of your thoughts is what brings everything to you and is what is behind the action that you offer. So your dominance of thoughts is behind the action that you offer. Whatever your alpha thoughts are. And learn to arrange your thoughts in hierarchies. That way you can prioritize and do all kinds of things, just like I did with the Goldilocks. Which one got listened to? It was the little bears whose stuff was always just right. Like I said, it goes so deep. It's so deep. The simplest things are the deepest. By seeking by seeking good feeling thoughts that align you with your source, your action will then always feel good. You cannot muster enough action to compensate for misaligned thought. So no matter, mm, okay, I'm gonna tell it. Hot ass mess, boy. I have done a couple of videos where I have had to um, reflect and apologize on what a part of me had saw and seen and judged and became judge and jury and everything else on what it had seen or what it had perceived, okay? And having its own mind like I said, learn to put things with an alpha and a beta and a blah 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 blah. Okay, this one was like, no, we know what we saw, and the highest self was like, did you know? And you'd be like, yeah, I saw what I saw, and she'd be like, did you really now? And you'd be like, bitch, yeah. And then you go back and you look, and other parts of you be like, cling. Remember we saw this there. And then that's when the Fred Flintstone breaks, you know, hit the shit, hit the pavement, baby. Pull over. Your ass too fat. And you just have to realize that the information was misaligned. What I saw what I wanted to see. I saw what I was giving my attention to see. I attracted to me what I wanted to see. I attracted to me my truth that I had already made up in my head. I'm a bad motherfucker, okay? Don't tell me I ain't wonderfully made. Rex in effect, baby. Hmm. Know what you're dealing with. And when they're dealing with you, be humble enough to say, okay, step your little smack down because you're still in diapers. And no matter what you think about yourself or look what I can do. Nah, 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 nah. They were like, psh, oh, really? And so, beloveds, that's what this card is really saying. No matter what, if it's wrong, just like this matrix is wrong. It's wrong as hell. Okay? And ain't no amount of action, ain't no amount of Congress, ain't no amount of writing laws, ain't no amount of this and this and this and that gonna change it because it's misaligned. It's not balanced. It's out of balance. You cannot fix something that is out of balance. Okay? And the foundation is jacked up. So, no, you cannot build upon that. You cannot fix one little brick in it and say, okay, I've solved the problem. No, you have not. No, you have not. Scorched earth works very good sometimes for a reason. The indigenous ones knew that. Okay, let me move forward. 4327. Oh, I didn't read the last line of this. Let me. You cannot muster enough action to compensation for misaligned thought, but action that is inspired from aligned thought, not misaligned, aligned thought. Lined up, ducks in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. But action that is inspired from aligned thought is always pleasurable action. Hot mess. Hot mess. Hot mess. Hot mess. Now, hot mess again, okay? We just had this card yesterday, and this is card number 1. And it's a card about the ancestors and the influences and the reaching out. And my life is about my relationships, relating. Means we have to align things. First, we got to align them with sight beyond sight, a correct sight, and not with what we don't want, but with what we want. We are being told how to manifest in this now moment. And if you are listening, you're supposed to be manifesting. It's your responsibility. And it's also your responsibility to pass the way on or the need for it on or the attention that needs to be given to it on in a way that inspires those who will receive it, whatever form that inspiration takes, be it a painting, be it a dance, be it music, be it a poem, be it in your parenting skills, be it in a presentation, be it in a meal, be it in just the way you say hello. Relationships require you to be aligned, to connect, and to be present. Not with no fake ass smile on your face, not even knowing I'm gonna fake it till I make it. Hiya! I can't connect with that. That's I ain't gonna connect with that. I'm not. Because I love you and I want you to be at your highest frequency. And I want me to be at my highest frequency. So that, like this other card said, we know what pleasure is. Divine pleasures. Yummy, okay? And you want some yummy in your life, believe me. We've been at this basic survival stuff long enough. We've had basic pleasures. And if we've gotten addicted and lost in basic pleasures, what you think we gonna do with some divine pleasures? When you truly know yourself and what you're capable of, and your real depth for loving, for giving it, and receiving it. You want something to think about, baby. There you go. There you go. Okay. Let's get to this card. My life is about my relationships. You will never find yourself at a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience. For everything you perceive, you see, see it truthfully, see it with all of your eyes, mind, body, soul, and spirit, not just with your little bitter, I'm gonna get you, or I don't trust you. I see with all of it. See with your divine eyes, okay? And if let that be your guide, let it lead you. You know you trust that sight. When you can't trust what you thought you saw or what you think you didn't saw, trust your spiritual insight. Surrender to it and go. Say, show me, show me, show me. Speak to me, show me plainly. Show me like I'm that little child that Helen Keller had to teach. Show me, teach me. I want to learn. Teach me. I'm nosy like that. I'm curious like that. I'm thirsty like that. I'm hungry like that, mama. Feed me. And mama feeds you. But you gotta ask. She said you gotta know you're hungry. And you want to sit down at her table and eat before she said, you want to eat? Baby, you want something to eat? I ain't gonna keep asking you. You gonna have to let me know. Mom, I'm hungry. And then mama feeds you. Because you asked. Okay. For everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. That's what those twin flame mirror reflections do for each other. We try the hell out of each other, okay? we are that song make you want to scream, okay? Until we are aligned. And once we're aligned, divine pleasure can be experienced. Divine freedom can be experienced. Entire worlds can be liberated with that kind of love, that kind of connection, that kind of sharing of mind, body, spirit. Okay, therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you could not exist at all. The most important relationship we have is with Mama. We have to understand that she has her boobie out at all times. She's naked. And anytime, all we gotta do is reach for her. And nothing in this world or any other can cause us stress because we have connected with the cure for stress. And all we have to do is remind ourselves, I'm not out here by myself. I'm not alone in this world. No matter what it keeps trying to show me with its images, I see, what I choose to see. And when I'm in my heart and I'm looking at things from unconditional love, all I can see is in that manner the truth of things because I'm looking at it with unconditional love. I'm not looking at it with a need to make it wrong. I'm not looking at it with a need to say, see, I can't trust you. You're just like every other, blah, 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 blah. When I'm looking at it from a place of unconditional love, I say, my mama knew what she was doing with you, baby. And, that's my reflection right there. Wow. Yep, hard-headed, stubborn, pig-headed, just like me. Yep, yep. Know every damn thing. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. A diva. Oh, hell yeah. All the way live, baby. All the way live. An introverted extrovert. What's it called? Ambivert. All these labels and names. I'm just gonna call it spirit and mama and mood and mode. Okay, getting to whoa. Getting to the romantic part. Because that's what's next. Just because that's what's next. With cards. Okay. And that's one. Let me get one more. Let me get one more because it's romance. So we go. Okay. The divine mama and the divine daddy. Okay. All right. This was the first one. Free yourself. And I'm sorry. These are the card romance deck from Doreen Virtue. Um, Romance Angel Oracle cards. And the one we pulled first was Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And we have the Renaissance Unicorn. And I'm seeing the Aiken language symbols up in here. And I'm seeing so many other symbiology with the flower and understanding that it's a garden and seeing that the unicorn has been hurt. and it's fin stuff. So let's see what Doreen Virtue says about this card. I don't know if you can really, let me see if I can go in. You see the red mark on the neck there? So that was what I said is hurt. And there's also another right there. It's like blood dripping down to me, is what I see. Okay, let me see what she says about this. Free yourself. 35, another 8, beloveds. 888 is the lion's gate. 888, the lion's gate. 35. It's time to take back control of your life. Like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they have heard your call for great love. To experience passion through, though you, sorry, let me, okay, sorry, guys, it's just mama stuff. I'm feeling my baby moving around, my daughter. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me focus back. Focus, focus, focus. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. How powerful is that, beloveds? How powerful is that? I've been just, unicorns have been, I've been compelled to them lately. Just everything has been the unicorns. And it all started with understanding the unicorns in the Bible. That these were actually prehistorical beasts. And that every so many thousands of years, the male and the female would literally be on different parts of the planet. And they would just start, it would be mating season, and they would just start heading towards each other, just running towards each other, just moving towards each other. Can you imagine these big, humongous, like brontosaurus type creatures, you know, just feeling this compulsion to mate, to see the other one like itself. And they come together and they mate, and the female kills the male and she eats him, and she is so sated that she lays down, and her whole pregnancy, the children that are inside of her are they're consuming the father, and they're consuming her. She does not give birth to them and live. They eat their way outside of her. So when she lays down, she herself is dying while giving birth to them. And this was their cycle. This was how they lived. And David, King David in the Bible, biblical David, Solomon's father, was said to have been standing on one when he realized he was standing what he thought was a mountain. It wasn't a mountain. It was this beast who had died. And a lion appeared to David to help him get off. Very interesting stuff. Stranger than fiction, they say. All right. Leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. So this card is also saying make peace with your life experiences. With maturity, with hindsight, you should be able to do that. You should be able to forgive yourself. You should be able to show mercy to yourself out of your maturity for the things that you have called forth to you, for the things that you agreed to this lifetime. Okay, the next card, um, love yourself first. How deep is that? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Woo! There is some passion in this card, baby. This man is holding, she is kissing him, okay? And he is holding onto the wall for support. And the angels are just laid back in bliss watching this, okay? The little cherubs, they're just laid back in bliss watching. And I hope you can see him holding onto that wall. And he's holding her, and the smaller her back. And she is delicate to him, and he is holding on to the wall so he don't crush her with his passion. And the angels, they just sated. Look at them. They just fat and happy, just floating all around, looking at the bliss and enjoying the vibrations of it. Let's see what this card says. This love yourself first. Wow. If you can love yourself with that kind of passion, just think of what you can give to your partner. Woo! 55, which is a 10. New beginnings. 55, beloveds. Double five. Love yourself first. Here we go. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Sorry. Coffee. Coffee break. Sorry. Coffee. Okay. If you desire more romance, first, look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way, of course. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you, and it may entail becoming more assertive. Don't worry, you can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. During this period, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had. To heal your heart, find the blessing and lessons you've gained from each one. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships? If so, let everything else from the past go except for the lessons and love. Keep what serves you. Let go of what hurts you. Let it go. Let it go and understand that it wasn't aligned and that's why it hurt. And you have to be the parent of that hurt. Just like if it was that hurt was your pet. And the hurting just got too bad for it. It was now not just hurting, it was suffering. It's up to you to put it out of its misery. And you do that with unconditional love. You honor its life and what it gave while it was able to give, while you were present, while you were both present and aligned, and you connected. You honor the connection. But not all connections are meant to be carried forward in the way that they began, or in the way that you called it to you, or the way you thought it should be. The connection may be something else. The connection is still a bond, is still a way. So you are still attracting and your prayers are still being answered, just not quite in the manner that you expected it to be. But remember, Spirit knows more than you do, is more intelligent than you are. And when you ask for what's in your highest interest, understand that's what you're going to get. And understand that it may be over your head at this moment, but trust the unfoldment of it. Mama's wisdom is way better than ours. 106. Okay. Um Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had. To heal your heart, find the blessing and lessons you've gained from each one. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships? All of it's to get you ready for what you really want to attract. If so, let everything else from the past go except for the lessons and the love. This card emphasizes the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for your next relationship or heal the one you're in. As you gain self respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life. This will lead to healthy friendships and romances based upon mutual respect. And that is what you want. You respect your mama. You want relationships that are going to be respectful as well. You don't want to be in a disrespectful relationship because that is a disrespecting who you know yourself to be. Okay, we're going to move into the last deck, which is always the longest, which is always my favorite, Mama Isis Oracle deck. Mama Temple of Carnelian, Lioness, Sekhmet, entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Okay, babies, let's get it on. Heroes, let's go. For real. Okay, Temple of Carnelian is 179, which is 8 plus 9, which is 17, which is 8. 179, beloveds, another 8, another 8, another 8. Okay, here we go. Let me show you this card. Again, I'm going to emphasize sight beyond sight. What you've been seeing, what we have been showing you, what they have been showing you, what I have been showing you. Again, the Eye of Horus. Only on one eye is it made up. And you see Sekhmet, and you see the images, beloveds. We want to call it writing, holographics. Mama says, these are the images, just like Hollywood uses film to flash before our eyes. And we watch the movie, and the images are 1,000 a minute, but when it plays, we just see the one. Sight beyond sight. On here, she has darker wings, and she's mantling. She's mantling. And the sun disk is red sun. is over carnelian sun, is over Sekhmet's head. A carnelian sun with rays. That's interesting. That's speaking its own message. Hold on, I need to count these rays. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 rays, which is a 5. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, 179. Let's get it done. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet, you have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you truly free and genuinely alive, embodied and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. In the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you on to your high destiny, calling to you to believe, keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do so knowing that the temple of carnelian will bring you warm strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being. This oracle calls you to have the courage of your convictions, to have faith in yourself and your own process, to be fearless as you are assured of victory. Sekhmet will not be defeated. If you are concerned that you are biting off more than you can chew, or not sure about the path you are taking, if you are up to the standard, or if you will ever again gain recognition that you feel you deserve, then know that as you enter the temple of carnelian, into the fire belly of the lion-headed priestess, you shall be guided to success. Sorry, excuse me. Sekhmet comes alive with boldness. Her power grows with courage, and her fire will burn bright in your life as passion, success, and victory. She says, fortune favors the bold and guides you to take the leap. You know in your heart it is time for you to take. Trust that she will protect your love, heart, and vision, encouraging you to shine most brightly. This oracle also brings a particular message about divine justice. If you are involved in or witnessing a situation that seems unjust, abusive, or concerning and are worried that it is not right, the lion star, I'm sorry, the lion star, whew, sorry, Lyrian star. Okay, whatever. Not whatever, but okay, 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 let me focus. The lion's sister priestess tells you that it shall be resolved according to divine justice, and there is nothing to fear. Pray to her in unconditional love for help, resolution, and trust. If you feel intuitively to act, then do so. Otherwise, allow her to have her way, as she has done and always will do. There is much more unfolding in life than you can possibly know consciously, and her ways are vast and many. Divine justice always prevails. This oracle is also a yes to any question that you have been asking. Any obstacle in the way of manifestation of your desire will be cleared away. Know yourself. Know who walks with you, by you, above you, behind you, through you, in you, around you, and walk with your head up. Sometimes it is our own ego that is cleared. Remember I said my that little martyr self had to die in me? That one that kept making excuses, that one that it's going to be okay. Just let it go. Just no. Just sit down. Just don't look at it. Look at something. Just no, it's okay. They hurt you. They're hurt. Just be understanding. Just turn the other cheek, Valerie. Just just no. We became the Queen of Swords. We cut off her head. Okay? She had to go. That little martyr heifer had to go. I love her dearly. Don't get it wrong. So when you hear these words, understand there's no malice, there's no violence, there's no any of that. These are just expressions of how I express myself and how I grow and how I deal with myself. Okay? These are the labels and the whatevers that I use to understand how I operate, how I am multifaceted, and how I am the master of me. And if one of these little me's don't want to fall in line, don't want to align, they got to go because we are expanding. We are no longer in the father bear mode. We are no longer just in the present mode. We are in the future mode. We are in multiverse mode. We are now surfing past, present, and future in a blink of an eye, reconnecting, reweaving, reworking, baby, in ways that it's going to take some of you a while to understand. But for those of us that are doing it and are anchoring this in, support us. Support us. Because we are making a new world. And not just for ourselves. We're not looking to be rulers. We're looking to be co-creators. Because that's who we are. We are co-creators. Mama is the only ruler. Great Spirit, that Holy Trinity, that is our head. We are not the head. I am not the head, baby. I ain't trying to be the head. I don't want to be the head. I'm good with my little assignment that I got. I'm good. Okay, getting back to it. 11838. Sometimes it is our own ego that is cleared. So don't worry if there are a few bumps on the path. It is just part of the manifestation of the desire. Sekhmet assures it will come to pass. In fact, the manifestation has already commenced. Whew. When you begin to visualize it in your head, you've already set off a chain of action and reaction that the universe has already began working on in your favor. And how it turns out is the energy that you're putting in, investing to maintain the vision that you saw. Whether you're believing in it, it'll be successful. If you're doubting yourself, you're going to get what you want. It's going to fuck up. It's going to be something else. It's going to almost, you know, because you doubt it. We're going to doubt. But snatch yourself back. Yes, we can. Watch me. and do it. I'm not going to, guess I am. Okay. Ritual healing in the temple of carnelian. If you have pieces of carnelian crystals, jewelry with carnelian, or even orange, red, or brown colored cloth, crystals, clothing, or candles, you may like to bring them into your sacred space for this healing. Once you have created your warm ritual space, sit comfortably with your spine in an upright position and close your eyes, taking your breath and your awareness deeply into your belly. Be aware of light growing in the belly, warm and strong. Imagine following the light into the belly deeper and deeper you go until you become aware of a vast pyramid made of huge ancient sandstones with swirling sand patterns on its face. I just posted something like that the other day. It is warm, pulsating, alive with energy. Take your time to sense the entrance to the pyramid. You feel effortlessly drawn towards the entrance and you descend. Descend quickly into the pyramid itself now. Inside there is darkness and warm torches of rich flames. As your sense of awareness adjusts to being inside the pyramid, you sense warmth and vibrancy. There is an altar with flames burning in huge bowls made of carnelian. The warm red and orange tones and the light of the fire burning create a golden glow in the room. You feel the power, warmth, and energy in the temple warming you from within. You become aware of a great being stepping out from behind the altar into the center of the temple. Her energy is powerful, and her presence is very strong. She steps forward as a golden lion-headed goddess, vibrant and radiant like the sun. She sweeps her hand before your eyes, placing a soft filter before your eyes so that whilst you are in the temple, you can gaze at her without being blinded by her intensity and light. She is radiant and powerful, fierce and filled with heat and energy like the sun. You bow your head in deep respect, and she nods in acknowledgement. She gestures to the largest carnelian bowl filled with fire in the center of her carnelian temple. You notice the fire in the bowl gazing into its dancing flames. It will purify. I'm sorry. You know that she is offering you use to the central flame. It will purify any matter that you offer it. Got to surrender what stresses you. You're not meant or built to carry that kind of stress and pressure. Give it to the fire. It will purify any matter that you offer it. You can choose to release into the fire any fear, doubt, uncertainty, or habit that would hold you back from fulfilling your high destiny and allowing life to flow through you to the greatest degree. It won't always feel comfortable. Sometimes it will feel challenging and scary. But even with that underneath it, it will always feel right. Do you dare surrender energies that would hold you back into her divine fire? Once the fire of Sekhmet consumes and destroys these energies, she will gift them back transformed. But you will not leave her temple the same as you entered. Are you ready and willing for your own transformation to occur? She waits for one moment longer and then steps forward. It is time for you to decide. She deftly raises her arms, and the fire leaps. Now is the time to toss away that which you no longer need. Do it now. Feel the exhilaration as you let it go. Let yourself moan or release a cry as you do so. Let your entire body, mind, and soul release into her magnificent fire. When you are done, moments later, the fire dies away, and within the bowl there is golden dust. Goldilocks. Golden dust. Feel the peace in the temple and the knowing in Sekhmet's eye as she inclines her head, acknowledging that you have trusted her and received her healing grace. Be at peace within yourself now. Sekhmet waves her hand over the golden dust in the carnelian bowl, and it gathers itself into swirling light all around you. Let it settle in your body, your chakras, your hair. When the swirling has finished, Sekhmet is gone, and you are outside the pyramid again, traveling back quickly towards your belly and breath flowing. You are changed. Well done. Take your time and be aware of yourself in this space. When you are ready, just open your eyes. Hi, nice to see you here. Glad you made it. Incantation to the fire belly of Sekhmet. You can say this incantation to overcome any fear or doubt you could possibly imagine, to get energy and fire into any issue that seems stagnant or blocked. Only use the incantation when it really feels right to do so in your heart, because it is powerful and it will have effect. And sometimes when our hearts tell us patience is needed, we are better to wait and allow situations to unfold rather than throw the gauntlet down and ask powerful Sekhmet to step in and sort it all out. She isn't very subtle. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not. I'm not. Ain't gonna do it. 127:48. However, when you really do need the power of her action, our beloved sister priestess is here for us. Just don't expect to control the effects of her power. Always say the incantation as a whole, so you are calling on unconditional love to guide the process. Sekhmet, who loves me unconditionally, brave, bright as fire, bold as can be, bless this situation with your healing power. Do it now, this very hour. I offer you love and gratitude from my heart as you liberate me from this troubled dark. Sekhmet, who loves with passion and might, you assist me now with your eternal fire bright. And that is that card. And I'm at 129. So I don't know. This is just called to me. I wasn't going to read it, but and I'm tearing up stuff to get to it because of the compelling. Okay. And that's funny. I am just whatever is coming, beloveds, is wanting to come. Do you hear me? It's wanting to come. It's wanting to come. It's wanting to come. Let's give birth to whatever wants to come, Mama. Whatever wants to come. Whatever wants to come is coming from you. Whatever wants to come, Mama. Whatever wants to come. All right. Page 93. Page 93. That's 12, which is 3, which is the Holy Trinity, the mama, the baby, and the daddy. 93. Did I say 93? Goodness, this card has got me. Oh my goodness, guys. Black Sun. Let me just read it because I'm on. It's got me so on fire. I can't do nothing else. It's yeah. And like I said, this card just demanded. 1. It is card number 1. It is 1. Black Sun Initiation. Black Sun was the first great mirror. The ancients teach that we are one. We are, sorry, beloveds. Let me, coffee. That came out of nowhere. I'm, okay. 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 This is going to be it, beloveds. This is going to be, like I said, this is mama. Black Sun was the first great mirror. The ancients teach we are on one side of Black Sun or the other. Awake. We are on one side. Dreaming another. One represents mystic center and the essence of all. Again, when I began this journey, it made me aware of it with ground zero. That's how it came. And now, Black Sun, this is it. This is it. I'm one. This is the beginning. One represents mystic center, being in the center of zero. Zero is the center, is zero. Nothing is in there. But when you put that one in there, you color that whole circle in, it becomes, sorry, I'm almost, becomes that I really want you to see. That black circle, that zero, became that one eye. That's why I'm freaking out, beloveds. That's what was being communicated to me, and I wasn't saying anything, but Black Sun has been called night eye, womb eye, or simply black eye. So when a woman gets a black eye, when a child gets a black eye, very symbolic. It is an eye that closes upon the inner fires of dream. We are admitted across certain barriers where we touch the sacred fires. We become fire beings, no longer imprisoned in ordinary consciousness. Oh, we become fire beings, no longer imprisoned in ordinary consciousness. We become fire beings, no longer imprisoned in ordinary consciousness. Each morning we remember only fleeting shadows of beauty and power. The inability to return from the hidden fire is called death. Death is simply dream without a return ticket. According to prophecy, hummingbird. How many hummingbirds have I been putting on my Facebook page lately, y'all? That's all that's been coming up. Hummingbirds, bees, and snakes. Hummingbirds will soon fly through the black sun and emerge as the great condor. The smallest of the bird tribes transform to the largest. First becoming last and the last becoming first. This is a double teaching about the transformation of microcosm and macrocosm. Hummingbird is keeper of the rainbow because she flew through the light spectrum and got her shimmering iridescent colors. Hot damn. So we're going from our primal coloring into this new spectral, shimmering, iridescent colors. Woo! Talking about a blank canvas, baby. Let's paint. Let's get it on. All colors together make black. Black sun is analogous to the pupil of the eye. When we fly into the black sun of a realized teacher, there is a transmission of sacred design, and we become initiated. Black sun existed before creation, before form, and contains all form. Black sun is the dark, returning matrix, the womb of the universe, and represents the power of initiation. The non-physical resides within the black sun, both being and non-being. It is what stands behind appearance. Your identity is composed of the black sun, baby. Get it? 136.50. Black sun is the most secret of secrets, and it holds the transforming power of initiation. Behind logic is a mystery that cannot be understood or caught by ordinary means. It's the pride, baby. When you finally break it on down, and it's going to take you to the next phase. High glory. Okay, let me get to this. This video is... Initiation is the great leap into the dark abyss. I'm sorry, beloveds. Like I said, this card got me. Woo. Okay. Okay, Valerie. This energy, I'm trying to make it be still, and it is like a newborn horse that just found his legs, okay? Like a little kangaroo, just bring, bring, bring. Okay. Behind logic is a mystery that cannot be understood or caught by ordinary means. Caught by ordinary means. Initiation is the great leap into the dark abyss of emptiness. Initiation is experienced in the original language. How did all of this start? Words, thoughts, desire, giving birth to manifestation. Original language. Images, not words. That is beyond symbols and words and is communicable only to those who know how to access it. Y'all saw me get this and pull this. Y'all saw it calling me. Okay, whether you heard it, you saw the results. This is how, when I say I'm spirit led, this is how it works. This is what it looks like. This is how I align myself. This is how I don't take stuff personal. This is how I'm able to laugh at myself. This is how I'm able to correct myself and not be able to not forgive myself. I am able to forgive myself because I know I am divinely human. I'm a divinely human infant growing into a spiritual being that is one day going to fly, literally. Okay, 140:27. Let me get done. Black Sun card is number one. Numbers are thought forms. I'm sorry, y'all. This, I know I'm aligned and I know all of this, but this, like I said, is just like when you can't deny it any longer, you know, there's nothing in you that can say, nope, that's in your head. Nope, 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 nope. Because the breadcrumbs speak for themselves. Your instincts to follow them speaks for itself. Your instinct to listen is born from your need to know what's next, especially if you're curious or nosy like me. Okay, I want to know what Spirit's going to do next. Spirit, what you going to do next? What you doing, Spirit? Numbers are thought forms. I told y'all, what are they? Familiars and family that have transcended into real existence through though multiple, numbers can be decreased to the essence number one. Once one, always one. The ancient mathematicians taught one is the number of the seeker of truth. Initiation, the first step on your path, requires a pure heart and clarity of purpose. The initiatory journey may be brief or a considerable length. Once one is initiated, the inner world is never the same. Spiritual initiation begins our search to find absolute reality and eternal bliss. A realized person is a mystic warrior who has conquered the enemy of ignorance. And ignorance is self-denial, self-hate, self-unawareness, self-separation from your God force. That is ignorance. To say I am not, I cannot, I am less than, I am unworthy, I am not, I am. That is the Antichrist in you speaking. And you need to deal with it and let it know. I know who I am. If you have selected Black Sun card, go inside the quantum emptiness to find a brilliant quantum of promise. If you have been reluctant to start off on the spiritual path, now is the time to do it. You don't have to find a guru or a charismatic leader. All you have to do is make your intentions clear. A prayer for intention sends a cosmic telegram to the mystery powers. Because the power in the mystery is everywhere, your wish will fly back to you like a black eagle. Did you hear that? Say it again, Mama. Like a black eagle. Like a black eagle of fire. What card came up last night, Valerie? Phoenix. The Kenny card was what? Phoenix. Sun eagle. Black eagle. The sun of initiation is not an obscure concept, but a living truth. It is the doorway into secret worlds. Have no doubt. Black sun is sending mystical light into your situation. This light can ignite the fires of the mind and spirit, baby. It consumes the ego on the pyres of inner truth. Kick your puny ego down the street like a rusty old tin can because you won't need it anymore. Initiation begins when you become one, when you open your heart to creation and let the Great One work through you. Black Sun card awakens lost memory. Whew. Oh, I share. This is generational. This is past, present, and future, baby. This is, like it says, this is the black everything and nothing all at the same time. This is that abyss, baby. This is the original. Mm, okay. Black Sun card awakens lost memory. Light from the Black Sun always gives a simple answer to a complex question. Black Sun card challenges you to find the spiritual way. Say that again. You want to know what you need to do. You want to know what your purpose is. You want to know who you are. You have to use a spiritual way to find out these things, to answer these questions. They are within you. And the key to unlock them is a spiritual awareness. It is a spiritual consciousness of your need to seek. That's all. You want the truth. You go inside yourself looking to know who you are. You'll find it. You attract what you want. Don't you want to know who you are now? Don't you want to know how powerful you are? Don't you want to know that you can make changes that are going to be eternal, that are going to inspire entire generations forward? Because that's what inspired you. And now it's your turn. Put your black, sorry. And now it's your turn to put your foot in the sand and make your footprint. The baton is being passed. It is time. We have to give birth to this new earth, to this new being, to this new ways. We have to make universities to raise up the awareness and the consciousness for the individual, for the family. Leaders have to lead. But we have to all realize that we have to get into this abyss. And once coming up out of that abyss, baby, you're not going to walk up out of that how you walked in there. And so you got to be ready to surrender and release and let go of what you have known and what others have known of you. And you got to know that you about to be judged like you ain't never been judged in your life before. Because now you are a chosen one. And now you about to say some stuff and do some stuff that's going to really have people understanding what you are willing to die for means. Not because that's what you want, but because that's the importance that you've placed upon this. That's the value. It's for the lives of 7 generations to come, baby. Because that's when I will be replaced. cycles of 7. And I'm just one of 144,000. Don't get it twisted. The sun of initiation is not an obscure concept, but a living truth. Sundance, Sundancers. It is the doorway into secret worlds. Have no doubt, Nick. Black sun descending mystical light into your situation. Beloveds, the ancestors, my Native American ancestors, and my Hispanic and my, okay, all of y'all, fine, all of y'all, is saying look into the sun dancers. Understand what invoking that energy and connecting with that sun and all of that is about. That is the ancient of the most ancient of fire wisdom, sun wisdom, elemental wisdom. Okay. Have no doubt, Black Sun is sending mystical light into your situation. This light can ignite the fires of the mind and spirit. It consumes the egos on the pyre of inner truth. Kick your puny ego down the street like a rusty old tin can because you won't need it anymore. Initiation begins when you become one, when you open your heart to creation and let the great one work through you. Black Sun card awakens lost memory. Light from the black sun always gives a simple answer to a complex question. Black Sun card challenges you to find the spiritual way. There is a longing of the human soul to find completion. What number? 10, 1. Completion. I'm going to read that again. There is a longing of the human soul to find completion and an end to the terrible loneliness of being. Hot damn. Whew. Mama's intelligence ain't no joke. Hot ass mess. There is a longing of the human soul to find completion and an end to the terrible loneliness of being. Why do you need a mirror? There is a longing of the human soul to find completion and an end to the terrible loneliness of being. That's why you have a twin flame. Black Sun is the eye in the whirlpool of wonder, drawing you deep into spiritual realms where the puzzle stranger than fiction. How many videos I've been talking about puzzles? Black Sun is the eye. Eye in the storm. Black Sun is the eye in the whirlpool of wonder, drawing you deep into spiritual realms. Fluid, watery, emotional, womb, wet, warm. Images, beloveds. Images, not just the words. Feel the images. Use that Horus eye. Make it work. Black Sun eye. Oh my God, I can't get over how deep this is. Okay. Black Sun eye is the whirlpool of wonder drawing you deep inside spiritual realms where the puzzle you have created can be understood. Once solved, it asks you to be decisive and self-reliant. Once we put ourselves on that throne, we're we're asked from that moment forward to be decisive, to be self-reliant. That means you no longer count on the dualities. You no longer rely upon the lesser light and the greater light. You have become the light. They have merged inside of you. Excuse me. Excuse me. You are now Goldilocks and the baby bear. You are the one born from that integration. You have the knowledge now of the mama, the father, the baby bear, and yourself, Goldilocks. That is your greatest strength. That is the new realization and understanding that you will have when you walk back out of that cabin that belonged to the bears. Remember the penguin card that was pulled. Remember the black and white colors. Remember the focus. Remember the other cards that were pulled, beloved. 155, 55. It is what it is, beloveds, and I hope you've received it the way I have this morning, and I hope it's been as good for you as it has been for me. Um, I really don't. My mind is blown, beloved. It's just blown. It just is. I really don't know what to say right now. Okay, so I'm just going to um end this video and just say thank you um for watching, and I hope it resonates. I hope it resonates with you spiritually in your heart, the way it resonated with me. And I'm going to be watching this over again because there will be some things that have come out of me that I did not hear. And listening to it again, I will hear it. Because, like I said, this is me. But what is coming comes from that abyss. Okay? So I hope you've enjoyed your meal. I hope you've enjoyed your meal. I have enjoyed serving it and preparing it and delivering it and receiving it. Wow. What was just shown to me is called bird feeding. Oh, that's old school. That is so old school, Mama. That is so old school. Bird feeding is the mama bird basically chews up the food for the baby and puts it in the baby's mouth. That's what bird feeding is. Um, that's what she said this is. This is similar to um, bird feeding because I, as her child, little mama,